Okay, so what we're going to work on today is we're working on cheese slicers. Okay, this is a piece of 5/16 round stock, 18 inches long. Okay, we take it and we taper both ends. We don't want a real sharp point on the end, we just want a taper, a round taper. Okay, so once we get the taper, then if you'll notice, I marked the center line and then I went 4.5 inches out. So actually I went 2 1/4 on both sides and marked that. Because what I want to do there is I want to get ready to bend it to make the handle. Okay? So once we do that, we come over here. Let's take this out. We're going to need it later. We come over here and we set that in the vise with our 2 outside marks. It just so happens that my vise jaws are 4.5, which makes it handy for making these. Now, all I want to do is I'm going to come over here, move that out of the way. I want to come over here. And I want to bend both of them. Try to keep them in basically the same plane. And I want to bend them, probably somewhere at probably close to a 70-degree angle, probably I'd say. So we got them bent. And there's what we have right there. Okay. Now we're going to take that. We're going to put that in the forge. Probably be a good idea to start that forge, wouldn't it? Not going to heat up much without the forge. Tongs. We've got a pair of old chain tongs. We've got a pair of bolt tongs that I made, I don't know, probably 10 years ago. They're made for 3/8 stock, but they work good for 5/16 too. So, we've got this heated out. First thing we want to do, quite a few of these jigs. This is another one that I've made. It's made out of pipe. The nice thing about the ones made from pipe is you can reach over inside there and you can grab it with a pair of needle nose pliers, and you can grab whatever you're bending and pull it around. Or with these, you can do that. I take the measurement from the end of the hardy over here, and I go to the heel of the anvil. That is the length that I want from the bottom, from the pointy ends to the handle. That's what I'm going to stick in the vise. I'm going to twist it. Okay? So, that heats up. I'm going to show you my twisting tool. This is just a piece of 3/4 inch pipe. That's all that is. Okay? We're going to set that right there. Now, we're going to bring that out. Grab it here. Bring it over here and we'll measure. From this side of the hardy, right there is what I'm looking for. Now we'll come up here, put that in the end. Get just a little bit more down. Stick that in. Now we have to keep track. There's half. There's 1. There's half. There's 2. There's half. There's 3. Now we go a little past, and we bring it back. You need to count. You need to keep track of it. That way they all match. So, take that out. We'll look at it. Now we're going to take that. We're going to heat that up. We're going to round that up. We'll roll it over here. I'll show you how we round it up on the comb here. You can do this on the horn of the anvil, but the anvil's over there. I get the comb handle there, but I can show you how to. Either way, you can work it either way. So I just bring it up here, set it up here on the comb handle, and I round it out. Now it's off center, so we're going to try to put it back on center while we're here. Got this block that I keep handy, just for things like this. I don't know if you can tell from there, but I'm spiraling now, same direction. Turning it the same direction as the spiral is. So it tightens as I'm straightening it out. Bring it back over here one more time. There our handle is, round, straight. Now before we do anything with this, we want to flatten that. So all we're going to do is we're going to bring that over. We're going to put it on the face of the anvil. We're going to flatten that out. Let it get good and hot. Pretty much done with the comb mandrel. Comb mandrels are an expensive item. You don't use them that often, but when you do those legs. So that we can make start the two legs for our cheese cup. Okay? All we do is we take it, bring it over here, push it down. We don't have to hit it. Push it down, straighten those out. Okay. Get it spread out a little bit. Bring it over here. This side. We try to bend those in line. Get that one off. Now what I like to do now let's heat up. I want to get those as square as I can get them, and even as I can get them. So what I want to do, try to step it up. What I want to do is I'm going to bring that out of the forge, good and hot, set it in the vise, straight up and down, and I want to level those legs out. Grab them like this, put them right there, just like that. Now, I'm going to hammer that down. Whoa. Got them pretty even right there. Now what we're going to do next, like I said, we're going to make the bends for the legs. We're going to use our scrolling jig again, or bending jig, I guess you call it. So I'm going to scrolling jig and bending jig. Now I want to take this adapter that I used to make the eye, I want to take it off. Set it off the side. And I want to grab this before I heat it. I need to remember this is how we do it. You can see that. Lock it out like that, and we bend it around this way. We'll try to leave it bent like that, so you can see it better. Now, I'm going to hook that right there. And I just want to bring that around. I don't want to bring it all the way up against it. I just want to bring it a little bit past 90. Now I'm going to straighten that out, flatten that out. There's one side. Now, I come over here and heat the other side. Same thing, we're going to put that right up against there. to bring it out. We're going to put these curves in it, these little hooks for the wire, to keep the wire from slipping off. We're going to do it with a pair of needle nose. Now, if you look at these needle nose, I've ground the sides off and the teeth off so that they don't leave any marks. But we're going to grab that, we're going to bend that with these needle nose. Up here, like I said, just grab that, and I'm walking down a little bit. Then grab the one on the other side. And if you can't get both of them in the same heat, don't get excited about it. Now we want to look at them. We want to see if they're even. Up. Now we want to flatten them. Make sure they're flat with each other. What I do with that is I put those on both sides. That pretty much lines them up. Okay? Now we're lined up. So now we're going to let it cool. Actually, we're going to quench it. I find with mild steel, if you quench it, it gives it a little bit more springiness. And then we'll move over to the other bench and we'll put our tie wire or our stainless steel wire on. For putting the wire on, the first thing I do before I put the wire on is I go ahead and I wire brush these. Now when I wire brush, I make sure I have my safety glasses. Because those wire brushes, even the knotted wheels that I use, they throw a lot of wires. So we're going to clean this up real quick. Now a word here about wire brushes. If you look around my shop, you won't find a bench grinder. Okay? Over the past few years, I've had too many pieces get caught in the bench grinder and go flying across the room. I've been fortunate, I've not been hit with any, but I have had them go flying across the room. A good friend of mine did get a piece caught and it come across the web of his hand and cut clear through the web down to the bone. So I like using a 4.5 inch grinder. I clamp everything good in a vise, and then I watch, because if you had this the wrong way today, it'll kick it back, and if it's not real thick, it'll bend it, and then you'll have to straighten it back out. So, like I said, I like them with a 4.5 inch grinder with the piece held into a vise. Okay, the wire we're going to use to do this is just basically it's 030 stainless steel MIG wire, okay? As long as it's stainless steel, you want stainless steel wire. So what we want to do, we want to bring this up, we want to clamp that round end in the vise. Good and tight. Now, we want to take this, bring it around once, twice. Now we want to grab it with these. We want to pull the long end over here to this one and hold it tight. Now we want to pull this around while we got it tight. 1, 1.5, 2, 3, 4. I like 4 complete wraps. Then I come up here with these nippers, come up there, tied up against there. And after I do that, I take the lineman pliers again and I bring it around to tuck that in. Now I want to come over here, grab my pliers. You're better off having too much than not enough. If you cut it too short, you can't make it any longer. If you cut it too long, you can always make it short. So we pull that good and tight. We bring it around once, twice, and then we bring it around. Pull it good and tight. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. And there's 4. Now once again, we take our nippers, come up against there as close as we can. We take our linesman pliers, you spin it around to tuck that in. Now it's a good idea while you got the linesman pliers to just come up here on the end and just tighten it up. Okay, now I'll get over and tighten them up against there. We'll do that. You can feel you got your little piece sticking out a little bit, so you take that again and you bring it around. And you put that back in. Same way over here. You take that and you bring it around and you tuck it in. And now the wire's fairly tight. Good and tight, matter of fact. But if it's not tight, all you have to do, and it works real good on the anvil, but you can do it on the vise. You can come up here and where that curve is, you can set that right there, and you just tap a little bit. It doesn't take a whole lot. You tap on that curve, and that opens that up, and it makes that even tighter. And there you have your cheese cutter.